If you're an electrician, you know the drill. Getting a fast, reliable code answer on a busy job site can be a huge headache. Well, today we're going to look at a new AI-powered tool called Ask Neta. It's designed to be, well, like a mentor you can carry right in your pocket. So let's see how it actually works.
So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll get into the daily struggles every electrician faces with the NEC. Then, we'll check out how Ask Neta is a pretty modern solution. We're going to break down exactly what makes its answers so good, how it actually adapts to your specific job site, and finally, how it really does become a kind of virtual mentor.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the Electrician's Daily Challenge. And we're talking about that constant, sometimes frustrating struggle with the National Electrical Code. I mean, anyone in the trades knows this feeling, right? You're on a job, it's loud, it's busy, something unexpected comes up, and you need a code answer right now. That NEC manual is, well, it's a brick. It's dense, and time is money. So how do you get that fast, reliable answer you need right there in the moment?
And that's the perfect lead-in to the solution. We're talking about a modern addition to your toolkit. Let's introduce Ask Neta.
So, what is Ask Neta, really? It's a professional-grade NEC assistant. But here's the most important part. It was built by master electricians for electricians. They took their real-world, in-the-field experience and combined it with some pretty advanced AI to give you guidance that's not just accurate, but practical and based directly on the code.
And I love how they frame this. You're not meant to think of it as just another app on your phone. No, it's a tool. It's just like your tester or your pair of strippers. It's something you're supposed to have in your pocket, always there, always ready to go, no matter what job site you're on.
And who's it for? Well, it's super versatile. Of course, electricians use it for those daily on-the-job questions, but it's also a seriously powerful study tool for anyone out there prepping for their exams. Really, it's for anyone who just wants to get a sharper understanding of the NEC. So, how does it do it? How does it deliver such clear answers? That brings us to Section 3, the anatomy of a perfect answer. This is really where we get into the secret sauce of this app.
Okay, get this. Every single answer that you get from this tool, it's built on a foundation of 6. That's right, 6 distinct layers. Not 1, not 2, 6. Let's break them down.
So here they are, the 6 layers. It all starts with an instant, color-coded answer. Then you get a detailed explanation. It'll offer you alternative solutions if needed. It gives you the exact NEC code references, links you to related videos, and even suggests follow-up questions for you. It's the whole shebang. Now, this first layer is just brilliant. It's a simple color code system. So before you even read a single word, you get the gist. Green means yes, red means no. Yellow, well, that's it depends, and orange means it needs a bit more info from you. Blue is for general guidance. It's absolutely designed for a quick glance on a loud, busy job site.
But look, a simple yes or no doesn't really cut it, does it? So the second layer gives you the why. This is the detailed explanation, but, and this is key, it's written in simple, practical language. The goal here isn't just for you to memorize a rule, it's to help you actually understand the code behind it.
Now, this right here is a real game changer. If the answer to your question is a flat-out no, Ask Neta doesn't just leave you hanging. It actually anticipates your next question and provides safe, code-compliant alternatives. It literally thinks ahead to guide your workflow, which is just incredibly valuable out in the field. And these last 3 layers, they just round out the whole answer perfectly. You get the exact NEC code section so you can go look it up and verify everything for yourself. If there are relevant instructional videos out there, they pop right up. And finally, the app automatically suggests follow-up questions, just like a real mentor would, to help you think through the entire situation.
All right, moving on to Section 4, tailored to your job site. Because as any electrician worth their salt knows, the code isn't the same everywhere. So let's see how the app actually adapts.
And here is a perfect real-world example of why this is so critical. California, they're on the 2023 NEC, but Texas is still on the 2020 cycle. Using the wrong code addition, well, that can lead to failed inspections and some seriously costly rework. Getting this right is totally non-negotiable. So Ask Neta gives you 2 really simple ways to handle this. You can either change the NEC year for a single specific question, if you're working on something unique, or even easier, you can just set a default NEC cycle in your profile, and the app will use that for every single answer, automatically. So simple, so effective.
And the coverage here is pretty amazing. It supports every single NEC cycle from 2008 all the way up to 2023.
They've also said that the 2026 cycle is coming soon, so you know this is a tool that's going to stay current and useful for a long, long time.
And that brings us to our final section, your virtual mentor. This really gets to the core philosophy behind this whole tool, the idea that it's designed from the ground up for one thing, electrician success.
So it all comes back to this incredibly powerful combination. This is not just some AI spitting out generic text from the internet. It's the result of master electricians taking their decades of hard-won, real-world experience and infusing that knowledge into a modern AI system. That's what makes the answers so practical and so reliable.
And I think this quote from the creators just says it all. Your success is the design. The entire structure, from those color codes all the way to the follow-up questions, it's all engineered with one single goal in mind, helping you succeed on the job. At the end of the day, this is the promise of the tool. It's not just about getting a quick answer and moving on. It's about making you a better, more confident, and more code-correct electrician every single time you use it. It's a tool that's actually built for your professional growth.
So, we'll just leave you with this final thought. What if the next time you're staring down your toughest code question on a job site, you had a mentor right there in your pocket? That's really the potential we're talking about here. Thanks for tuning in for this explainer.